Boy. flag salute, followed by the playing of the national anthem. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good evening. Welcome and thank you to the superintendent, faculty and staff, family, friends, and of course, seniors. My name is Kyla Hoinkus, and it is my honor to welcome you all to our final adventure together. I'm so lucky to graduate beside some of the most intelligent and hardworking people I know. There is no doubt in my mind that every single one of you will achieve great success in life after high school. As we part ways, it's important to remember how much of an impact we've had on one another. Between cramming in study sessions for chem tests, to lending 50 cents for a cafeteria cookie, we have always been there for each other. While some of us started our journey at Haviland, and others have joined us over the last few years, the most important thing is that we ended up here together. I can sincerely say that the Audubon class of 2021 will forever hold a special place in my heart, and I hope you feel the same. So take a second, look around, and cherish these last few moments of our high school careers. I am so proud of all of you. Enjoy the special night.
Hello everyone, my name is Emily McGrath. First and foremost, on behalf of the class, I would like to give a huge thank you to all the faculty and staff of Audubon High School. This year has been an extreme amount of work for all of you, and we are so thankful that you could make today possible. Without your guidance and compassion, we would not be sitting here today, getting ready to celebrate our accomplishments. You've been our mentors, therapists, coaches, parents away from home, and our friends. Thank you for your endless support these last 4 years. And to the parents, step-parents, aunts, uncles, grandparents, and anyone here to support a student that you love, you deserve the greatest thanks of all. You've been our biggest fans, our greatest support system, and have always encouraged us to give it our all. So whether this is your first graduation ceremony, your last, or just one in between, the feeling of watching your child end this part of their story will always be bittersweet. So thank you for being here through every chapter and helping us write the next one. And finally, to the class. We should all be extremely proud of ourselves Living out some of the most crucial years of our lives in a time like this is devastating, but we made it. It's been an honor to go through high school with such an amazing group of people, and I know some of my best memories will be when I look back on my time with all of you. So, as we begin our final ceremony, I want to share some words spoken to me by an amazing woman not too long ago. When writing the story of your life, never let anyone else hold the pen. As we go our separate ways after today, remember to always hold that pen, always let your voice be heard, and always tell your story. Thank you.
Just 1 year ago, a representative of the senior class of 2020 presented to a representative of the class of 2021 this mantle, symbolic of the high standards and traditions of Audubon High School. She bade me to hold it proudly, guard it carefully, and as our alma mater closes her doors for the last time upon the retreating figures of the class of 2021, to pass it on to the class of 2022, bidding her to assume with it all the responsibility it typifies. And so, I place this cherished robe in your hands. It is a symbol of noble ideals. May you hold it proudly and hand it down to your successor, with its shining folds unspotted.
As the representative of the class of 2022, it is with both pride and humility that I, Natalie Sylvester, on behalf of the class of 2022, accept this mantle, symbolic of the ideals and traditions of Audubon High School. I am proud in the knowledge that a high honor is conferred upon my class through me, and humble in the realization that such an honor inevitably entails great responsibility. We will strive earnestly to be true to the trust you have placed on us, and, in our turn, we will endeavor to pass this robe onto the class of 2023.
Good evening, and welcome to the Audubon High School's class of the 2021 Commencement Ceremony. I would like to begin by recognizing this year's senior members of the Audubon chapter of National Honor Society. Please stand when your name is called. Michaela Angelini. Rebecca Barnhart. Alyssa Bryan. Greta Davis. Ashley DeFreitas. Corinne Frikowiak. Ava Gaspari. Megan Godshalk. Molly Herron. Kyla Hoinkes. Audrey Johnson. Maeve Lougheed. Emily McGrath. Emily Owens. Sarah Parr. Elizabeth Trams. Kathy True. Marie Tomaselli. Xavier Rangel. Okay, thank you guys. You can be seated. And Gretchen Sweeten.
This year, though presented with several challenges, our members were able to plan multiple projects, both independently and as a group. Even during the height of the pandemic, these NHS members could be seen participating in town-wide cleanups and clothing and food drives, as well as other local community service events. They left their mark on Audubon High School by implementing a new mentoring program in which middle school students would be matched with NHS members who were available to answer questions, offer advice, and serve as a guide. In addition to New Beginnings, our chapter worked with local restaurants and COVID-19 guidelines to make our classic honor roll luncheon possible for each of our in-person and remote students. 14 of our members continued the tradition of academic excellence and tutored other students. On behalf of the 2021 seniors of the Audubon chapter of National Honor Society, I would like to thank Mr. Sylvester for his guidance and mentorship over the past year. To my fellow members, congratulations on a great year. Despite various challenges, you persevered and upheld the 4 pillars of National Honor Society: scholarship, character, service, and leadership. Your dedication and hard work is recognized and appreciated. I wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Corey Verkowiak. I would like to begin with thanking everyone who helped us write our stories the last 4 years. Dr. Davis, the Board of Education, the staff and faculty, our families, and our friends. I would also like to congratulate the class of 2021 for your hard work and dedication during this chapter of your life. Stories are magic, and their magic is limitless. From storybooks to chapter books to novels, they show us who we can be, what we can do, and where we can go. Many of us were first introduced to reading through children's books, such as those by Dr. Seuss. At a young age, we read "Oh, the Places You'll Go" and learned that we could be anyone, do anything, and go anywhere. As we read Dr. Seuss, we started our stories together as kindergartners. We first experienced the Christmas sing-along assembly at Haviland. As we sang the 12 Days of Christmas, we were a semi-cohesive unit, blending together like Dr. Seuss's Who's, singing before the holiday just as they did. We were in sync with each other, or about as together as any second grader before winter break could be. Changing schools and entering 3rd grade was a new chapter for our class. As we turned a page in our lives, we grew as students to begin reading chapter books. The Diary of a Wimpy Kid series gained popularity, and we anticipated our teen years while reading. Would we be Greg, Rowley, or grow even more to be Roderick? As we formed friendships that would be with us through high school, we learned from Greg and Rowley the importance of friends in our stories. We entered our preteen years with an outbreak of dystopian literature. Although we were not being forced to fight to the death at public school, the novels were relatable, and we read them with vigor. Through the most popular novel of the time, we followed Katniss's story as we read The Hunger Games, where she created choices for herself when there were none. She prompted us to wonder what undiscovered strengths we had, and she showed us that we were in control of our own stories. To continue our dystopian journey when life became more dystopian itself, we read The Giver in middle school. The novel featured a community that had no memories. They did not learn from mistakes or even celebrate successes. They had no story. As middle schoolers, going through large changes both emotionally and physically, we learned from The Giver that positive and negative chapters are important. During our last 4 years, we all continued to add to our stories. We turned pages, wrote new chapters, and reunited again as a class to read The Great Gatsby. A break from dystopias, the novel relayed the collapse of the American dream in the 1920s with the Great Depression. About 100 years after the novel's setting, we have experienced a collapse ourselves. The past year and a half has been difficult for many reasons. I know we have lived through it, so I won't touch on anything specific, but I want to say I am proud of everyone sitting here today, and I am proud of all of the staff at Audubon. This year was full of distressing changes and prolonged isolation for many of us, so congratulations to everyone who has pushed through to be here with us tonight. As I look back to the books I've read over the years, I can see a piece of each of them in who I am today. Cindy Lou Who taught me to look for the good in everyone, and Katniss showed me to fight for what I believe. The Giver demonstrated that all memories hold value, and Diary of a Wimpy Kid proved the importance of treating others with respect. I can also see pieces of those I love and those who have taught me. My friends, family, teachers, coaches, and teammates. They have all helped me write my story. I want to thank my family, my best friend Ava, and the amazing support system of girls who I've shared almost every class with for the past 4 years. I would also like to thank Mr. Latham, Miss Wood, Mr. Marino, Mrs. McGuire, and Mr. Sylvester for teaching me for multiple years during high school. You all made school a positive environment for me, so thank you. Without all of you, I would not be who I am today. And to my class of 2021, in addition to thanking those who have helped write your stories, you should also thank yourselves for all of your hard work. You are graduating, which is something to be proud of, regardless of the circumstances that led you here. You've finished writing this chapter of your book, and despite what has happened in these pages, I hope that you hold your Audubon experience and your personal achievements with high value. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Happy Pride Month, and may we continue to add successful chapters to our stories.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you all for coming tonight. I'm Ashley DeFreitas, and before I begin my speech, I would like to thank and congratulate the teachers, staff, administration, and Board of Education for making it through this difficult year. On behalf of the class of 2021, thank you for always putting the health and academic needs of your students first. Your support and hard work is greatly appreciated. I would also like to congratulate my fellow classmates for achieving this great accomplishment. Whether you've been part of the Audubon School District since elementary school or recently joined us over the past few years, it was a pleasure growing up with you. There are a lot of coming-of-age movies out there, and while many of them are entertaining, I find that they're rarely accurate. Like most movies, they tend to follow the linear plot structure that we learned about in elementary school. The story begins with an exposition, followed by a rising action, a climax, a falling action, and then a resolution. The problem is, the story of growing up rarely follows this format. In reality, there may be multiple conflicts, a lot of character changes, and a plethora of themes explored, creating a complexity that is impossible to encapsulate in a single 2-hour film. The true coming-of-age story is more like multiple different movies streaming back to back, revealing theme after theme with no access to a pause button. The question is, what movies would play to represent our coming-of-age stories? In retrospect, I found that the different parts of our lives have modeled the different movies that we grew up watching. One of my earliest memories is of sitting on my living room floor, legs crossed, Eggo waffle in hand, gazing at my TV screen as The Sandlot played. I watched and admired the friendships that formed over a shared love of baseball, and soon enough, I would be making these friendships of my own. As we entered first grade and began to dive into our own hobbies, whether it was playing rec soccer, joining chess club, or attending after-school ceramics, we formed bonds with those who had similar interests, just like the characters in The Sandlot. Amidst these clubs and activities of early elementary school, we made some of our first friendships, learning that a real friend is loyal, kind, never roofs the wall ball, and is always willing to trade silly bands with you. These friendships carried us into the next stage of our lives, giving us the camaraderie needed to begin searching for our own individual voices. I remember my 10th birthday party, when my friends and I went to see the Lorax in the movie theater. Though the specific themes about the dangers of materialism and corporate greed may have gone right over our heads at the time, we watched as the movie taught us the power of our own voices. Just as the Lorax and the citizens of Thneedville spoke out against deforestation, we started sharing our opinions about the world around us, no matter how trivial the topics were at the time. This is when our writing prompts became more opinionated, requiring us to defend stances about what the next Monopoly piece should be, or whether or not Batman was a real superhero. We brought these argumentative writing tactics out to the playground, where we bickered about who was next in line for kickball, or whether the cookie or cream was the best part of the Oreo. But as we entered middle school, many of our lives became more complex. We took off our rose-tinted glasses, seeing that there was more to life than silly bands, kickball, and Oreos. There was also self-doubt, relationship difficulties, braces, algebra. Like Riley from the movie Inside Out, which conveniently came out in the summer between 7th and 8th grade, we began to deal with emotions other than joy. We may have had some of our first experiences with true sadness, fear, and anger. And as these emotions carried into the beginning of high school, when some of us were coming to a new school, meeting new people, and discovering the importance of time management, we mimicked the words of Dory from Finding Nemo and just kept swimming. Like Nemo, we were facing the unknown but persisted through it, making friends along the way. We kept swimming through personal and school-related stress, sports seasons and home responsibilities, and even through a pandemic and online learning. It wasn't easy, but we did it. And everyone sitting here has a reason to be proud of themselves. Now, we've reached the part of our lives best compared to Sully's Goodbye to Boo in Monsters, Inc., or in Andy Leaves for College in Toy Story 3. If our lives actually were a classic coming-of-age movie, it would be the part where the sentimental music plays and the home videos of our first steps and childhood birthday parties and high school dances all fade into each other, ending with a clip of us tossing our caps. And then the credits roll. The names of the people who supported us over the years, the supporting roles, if you will, flash onto the screen. Personally, I see the names of my parents and sister, followed by my amazing teachers, coaches, and friends, whose love and support ensured that this movie had a happy ending. The comedic relief was brought by Mr. Latham and Mr. Marino, whose laughs have helped me more than they know, and the movie soundtrack was provided by Mr. D, who made 6 years of waking up at 7:20 to play the saxophone incredibly fun. And to my fellow classmates, while this movie, 12 years in the making, has finally come to an end, you have the opportunity to direct a new one. So I ask you, what type of movie will your future be? Will you advocate for your beliefs like the Lorax? Will you break barriers like we saw in Hidden Figures? Or will you adventure to new places like the characters in Up? Maybe all of the above. Because, as we saw from the past 12 years, life isn't as linear as a single movie plot. There are different themes explored and characters involved as time goes on. Parts of the movie might be a comedy, others a drama, maybe even a little bit of horror. But at the end of the day, you're the director. So let the opening credits of your sequel roll, and remember that the movie isn't over until you say cut. Thank you, and to the class of 2021, that's a wrap.
Good evening, and thank you for making the effort to come out tonight. My name is Rebecca Barnhart, and just like those who've already spoken, who did a fabulous job by the way, I too would like to acknowledge the teachers, administrators, Board of Education, remaining Audubon faculty, and friends and family for their continued love and support over the years which made this day possible. As class mom, congrats to all my kids for reaching this milestone. When I was asked to make this speech, I began thinking about this day, and I was reminded of an experience I had when I was 7. Sitting next to my dad on my first big kid roller coaster, we started the daunting ascent to the initial drop. With each click and clack, reality started to hit me. Turning to my dad, I asked him, "Do we have to go down?" Tonight marks the final descent of our ride here at Audubon High School. Just like I would find out riding my first Big Kid Thrill ride, all roller coasters have unexpected features that keep us on edge. Thinking back to my time at Haviland, I was struck with its likeness to a merry-go-round on which we would ride as kids. With our loved ones beside us to hold our hands as we sat on the horses, we circled round and round, the simple ride never losing its classic element of fun. Likewise, in our elementary school days, we experienced the same circular routine, which we never strayed far from, thanks to the support of family and friends. We made it through the difficulties of making Irish potatoes in kindergarten, finding 100 objects to bring in for the 100th day of school, and coming up with the coolest Halloween costumes, even if now it's super cringy in retrospect. However, just like all merry-go-rounds, the music stopped on part of our grade school experience, and we grew up. Next, we progressed onto the second half of our elementary school journey. For some of us, this was Mansion, others Kershaw, and others from schools beyond. With this came a new level of thrill symbolic of the little caterpillar ride found in places like Wonderland Pier. Dips and turns would present themselves in the form of a heavier workload, less recess time, and the stress one would experience when trying to be the first to finish the Rocket Math quiz sheets. Unlike the carousel, these years held much more variety, pushing us to dip our cafeteria chicken nuggets into the ketchup of independence. While the caterpillar ride may have been daunting and even scary to some, others relished the growing thrill that their elementary school days were preparing them for upon entering high school. Instead of focusing on the wild turns of more homework, we could choose instead to fix our gazes on the beautiful views of gym class hyperspace we experienced at the mini summits. But as expected, this small roller coaster too reached its end where we had to step off. Now entering high school, new challenges and adventures awaited us. Having been prepared for the changes by our teachers, we were finally stepping onto a high-intensity roller coaster. In the beginning, our high school experience was normal. We joined sports teams, made the cliché paper towel stands and woodwork, had our first high school pep rally, and joined many clubs. Going through the motions of dealing with relationships, the stress of grades, and the ever-increasing homework load, we were riding smoothly, or as smoothly as high school can be. But then came along some technical difficulties. Much like the Everest ride in Disney's Animal Kingdom, we were soon plunged into darkness, unsure of how to navigate the new system of online learning. Our teachers likewise only saw black, especially when looking at their Zoom screen classes. Sports events, prom, graduation, the uncertainty behind any of these events occurring kept us in our seats on our ride through high school as we waited for the next drop or turn to come. Gradually, we started to adjust to the darkness, training our eyes to see the light. But thankfully, this wasn't necessary for long. Soon enough, our ride through the dark was over. Coming out into the sunlight, we found ourselves looking at 2 class trips, the Powder Puff game, the prom, and even now, graduation. With the technical difficulties behind us, we could continue smoothly riding our roller coaster through until the end of the year. Now here we are at graduation. Our ride at Audubon High School is just about over. And while some of us enjoyed this ride so much we wish we could go on it again, it is time to get off. The next coaster is waiting for us. Whether that be entering the workforce, joining the military, going to trade school, traveling abroad, or going to college, all will be moving on. All have their own purpose to fulfill. I'd like to believe that we're a little more forward-thinking now than I was when I was 7 on that big roller coaster. Glad to have had my dad next to me then. I appreciate having all of you by my side through the twists and turns of these past 12 years. With drops, turns, twists, new riding companions, and maybe even some technical difficulties in our future, we will experience the new thrills our unique individual journeys will bring about. And although it may be scary at first, if this year is any indication, we can handle whatever path, forwards or backwards, in the light or in the dark, up or down, wherever the roller coaster of life takes us. So have fun, enjoy the thrill that comes with the ups and downs, but don't be afraid to get off the ride and move on to the next, especially with your funnel cake. Congratulations to the class of 2021. We had a memorable time.
Good evening. I, as principal, certify that these students have met all of the graduation requirements of the state of New Jersey and of the Audubon Board of Education. They are therefore ready to receive their diplomas, signifying successful completion of high school. I am pleased and extremely proud to present to you at this time the Audubon High School class of 2021.
Molly McGee Herron. Elizabeth M. Trams. Emily Rose Owens. Emma Lee Myers. Ashley R. DeFreitas. Corinne Jacqueline Furkowiak. Greta Lee Davis. Rebecca Emily Barnhart. Alyssa Marie Bryan. Kyla Matty Winkus. Kathy Trill. Megan A. Gottschall. Emily Camille McGrath.
Maeve E. Lohe. Livia Lane Watson. Quincy Bridget Mantle. Alyssa L. Alvin. Michaela G. Angelini. Jared A. Arline.
Yes, Mom.
Marin Elizabeth Barnett. Thomas William Barrett. Thomas J. Batillo. Sophia Gabriella Rose Bicking. Robert T. Bird. Stephanie Christina Bird. Joshua Garrison Bobo. Cole L. Bodie. Isabel Pearl Brown. Casey Nicole Burns. Alyssa N. Cassis. Casey Morgan Ewing.
Timothy Cameron. Michael Anthony Kim. Alyssa C. Campagna. Caroline E. Chambers. Michael Chisholm. Nathaniel A. Cipriano. Carrigan Cody. Nicholas S. Cologne. Ariana A. Concepcion. Megan Connolly.
You're my favorite, Meg!
We love you, Clark! Haley Marie Puritan. Keegan H. Davey. Kayla Rose DeVeglio. Christopher DeVoe. Trevor David Dillon. Rosie A. Durzo. Jackson Elder. Athena Fadio. Damian F. Gentile. Nelly F. Fajardo. James T. Fetterman. Lauren Angeline Fitzgerald. Jordan Scott Fowler.
Yeah! Go for it! Get him, Sticks!
Nina C. Fuentes. Nathan Daniel Gale. Ava Rose Gaspari. William J. Gifford.
That's my boy!
Jennifer Guerrero. Lakira Gerganis. R. Gerganis. Philemon Guzman. Christopher John Haller. Enrique Herrera. Jacob J. Hoke. Matthew Huckalock. Brad Michael Huff.
Trying to get a job!
Jacob A. Hutter. Nikaya C. Ivory Jones. Natalie Karina Izquierdo. Marisa Ann Janney. Kelly Ann Jenkinson. Shelby Ray Jensen. Audrey Florence Johnson. Jacob Matthew Jordan. Jeffrey S. Jordan. Taisir Jahim Shakur Joseph. Tyler John Karolinski. Harrison J. Kelly Whitman. Christopher David Kennedy. Haley Renee Kinsler. Timothy Knoll. Bella Rose Kokocha. Krista Kathleen Lindemoon. Haley N. Long. Joseph Curtis Marino. Kelly Madison Laughlin. Ainsley Liu. Amaya Lugo. Lillian James McDonald. Mark Anthony Magana. Olivia Catherine Malinowski. Rebecca Martell. Mark Van Preet Martin. Daniel Alexander Matson. William J. Matthews. Thomas J. McDaniel. Rose F. McLaughlin. Ace K. McMillian. Abigail Meyer. Gavin Michael Mickles.
Go ahead, Gav, go ahead!
Charles G. Mahalik Jr. Joseph Ralph Monteferrante.
Yeah, Tommy. Oh, Joey. All right, Jojo.
Nicholas J. Williams. Abigail Lee Moore. Alexa Nicole Murray. Erin Elizabeth Murray. Richard J. Musselman. Jacob R. Nolan. Gabriella Rose Orsino. Jerry Martin Ortiz. Ava Catherine Owens. Sarah Olivia Parr. Kurt C. Peschman. Elijah M. Perez.
Okay, Bezos.
Nathan J. Pettit. Sherilyn Jean Pizzillo. Shane Matthew Price. Catherine J. Prince. Xavier Logan Rangel. Ellison L. Reed. Lucas John Riley. Matthias Gavin Reisman. Matthew Rivera. Nicholas Robert Rizzo. Ashley Gabrielle Romanowski. Emily C. Russell. Dylan J. Sauer. Caitlin Lola Sabateri. Sophia Angelina Scardino. Joseph Scotto DeLuzio. Kevin Selby. Summer Paige Simpkins. Stephen John Slashinsky. Natalie Ruth Slavin.
Yeah, Brother Slavin.
Jonathan Smarita.
Madeline Antoinette Spink. Marianne Elizabeth Massanova.
Jacqueline Belly Steinhagen. Alexandra Genevieve Storms. Sean P. Straub. Owen R. Strong. Gretchen Lynn Sweeten. Paige Mackenzie Toby. Aiden A. Tomeo. Lily Ann Valeriano. Michael Arthur Walker. Kenneth Wallace. Angelina Marie Watson. Michael Thomas Whitfield. Zachary Williams. Angelina Gatan Zapilli. Tyler F. Wilson. Jordan Lene Toller. Anthony L. Shepard.
How about that? The class of 2021. Good evening once again, parents, guardians, and friends. We have some honored guests here and I'd like to recognize them. So as I say your name, you can stand up and give a little wave. We have Mrs. Deborah Ronkeys, our BA. Director of Curriculum Instruction behind me, Mr. Seamus Burke. Our Supervisor of Special Education Services, Ms. Noelle Bissinger. And I don't know if we'll see him leave, but Bud Rutter's here somewhere, and his team for getting everything set up. Thank you. Mr. Brooks wanted to make sure I recognize Sue Kloon. Sue Kloon is the principal secretary. She's retiring this year after being with us for 21 years, and she does a lot to make this event happen. So We also have the mayor of Audubon Borough, Mr. Jacobowski. We two members of the clergy here with us, Reverend Walter Norse of the St. Vincent Pallotti Church, Reverend Donald Painter of the Logan Memorial Presbyterian Church, and of course I have to recognize the Board of Education, Board President, Mr. James Blumenstein, Board Vice President, Mrs. Amy Davis, and board members, Mr. Ralph Gilmore, Joseph Miller, Mr. Christopher Prue, Mr. Joseph Ryan, Mrs. Nancy Shivo, and last but not least, Mr. Everett Simpson. So I don't know if my speech will be as eloquent as our students, but I will go and give a little word of advice and some information to the class of 21. But on behalf of the entire Audubon school community, I would like to commend each of you for completing this significant milestone in your educational journey. The theme of your yearbook, Together Again, speaks not only to your desire to be side by side with your school family, your classmates, and your teachers, but it speaks to the resilience and ability to adapt and work together to thrive when faced with adversity. In the classic piece of British literature, Wuthering Heights by Emily Bront, its protagonists, Catherine and Heathcliff, are reunited after a long separation and much suffering to discover they forgot everything the minute they were together again. Catherine's love and support helped make a difficult time for Heathcliff more bearable. In turn, she found solace in him. Once reunited, they bravely supported one another, selflessly, helped the other to heal, and were able to put the struggles behind them. Much like Catherine and Heathcliff, we have also gone through a trying time in our lives. And there's much we would all like to forget about from the last year, yet there is also much to remember. There are times to celebrate and to take pride in. Who have you helped over the course of the pandemic? And who has helped you? Remembering these struggles remind us who we cherish, who cherishes us, and why we bravely fight to keep moving forward towards health and happiness. Be confident and Audubon strong. Your ability to successfully traverse the challenges of the last year demonstrates your capacity to remain open, to be flexible, and to adapt and change. Continue to learn from these difficulties and use this knowledge to circumvent or triumph over future obstacles. You have found and proven strength in yourself and others. Its presence in you and your willingness to optimistically showcase its attributes through individual feats and collaborative efforts proves your potential to impact the world around you in positive ways. Each of you should be proud of your accomplishments and achievements throughout high school. Remember to cherish and honor the Audubon's tradition of pride and excellence as you positively impact those around you. Continue to learn and grow as you actively and passionately participate in what life has to offer. I wish you great success in all of your endeavors. You will always be welcome here as part of the Audubon school community, the Green Wave. We will be together again, the class of 2021. So I want to invite up Mr. Blumenstein, the board president, to say a few words.
First, it was really nice to see you guys walk in and see everyone smiling, so that was great. And at the beginning of the year, we didn't know if this was going to happen, and it has. We couldn't have asked for better weather tonight, so we really got lucked out, and it's been a beautiful night so far. On behalf of the Board of Education, congratulations to all of you. This is the end of your high school experience, but is the beginning of something new, which will take many different forms for all of you. Over the last 4 years, you have gained a new level of independence. With this comes great responsibility. You should go out and ask questions, be active, push back, fight for what you believe in. But don't forget how you got here. Your parents, your family, your friends, teachers have all helped you to get to this point. Your community has made a commitment to supporting public education. Many have made sacrifices for you, and now it is time for you to do the same for others. For some of you, that choice has already been made, as you have chosen a path less traveled by many high school graduates, the choice to serve our country. To the 2021 graduates that have enlisted in the military, please rise when I say your name and be recognized. This year's students include Joshua Bobo in the Navy. If you could remain standing, thank you. Cole Bodie, Army. Harrison Kelly Whitman, Navy. Marine Corps, sorry. Daniel Matson, Army. William Matthews, Navy. Kirk Peshman, Army. Lily Valeriano, Air Force. Michael Walker, Air Force ROTC. And lastly, having been accepted into the U.S. Military Academy at West Point, Aiden Tomeo.
One of the things I've always been impressed by with Audubon is we're small but mighty. Our athletics teams, the academic clubs, and then also the military. It's just wonderful all the things we do. On Monday evening, we celebrated the senior farewell. There were a lot of awards and recognition. I think we may have started a new tradition. The after festivities in the back were well received. Knowing that we announced a lot of awards and recognitions already, it's impressive that we have 21 more. So I'm going to do my best to go through this list. As I say your name, the recipients for the awards, you can stand to be recognized, and we will go through. So, the first award that I'd like to announce is the Alfred S. Murray Commitment to Life of Service Memorial Award. This award is being given to the individual in this year's graduating class who will be attending an ROT program or has listed in a branch of the U.S. Armed Forces or has served the community as an emergency responder. The recipient is Lily Valeriano. The second award is the Mary Ann Downs Coyle Memorial Scholarship to a graduating senior who embodies the spirit of Mary Ann Downs Coyle a member of the class of 1967. The student must have been a member of the varsity cheerleading squad at least 2 years, is the top-ranked cheerleader academically, and is furthering her education. The recipient is Nigaya Ivory Jones. Our third award is the Mary Lou Nast Memorial Nursing Scholarship. A $500 award is being presented to a graduating senior who will pursue a career in nursing. This award is made in the memory of Mary Lou Nast, a registered nurse who was employed by the West Jersey hospital system for 38 years. The recipient is Quincy Mantle. Our fourth award, the Dr. Jennifer R. Lorenz Elwood Science Award, is presented to a female student from Mount Ephraim who attended Mount Ephraim schools from grade 4 through grade 8, has an interest in and an aptitude for biological, medical, or environmental sciences, and is pursuing a career in the science. The award is given in memory of Dr. Jennifer Lorenz Elwood, a 1982 graduate of Audubon High School. The recipient is Angelina Zuppelli. Our fifth award is the Michael Allen Perschetti Memorial Scholarship. It's presented to a male student who is a member of the concert choir and has demonstrated a great love for music and a strong commitment to his family, or played football for the Oakland Cougars, or played baseball for the Audubon Little League, or was involved in scouting. A lot of ors. You want to limit anyone. This young man is very deserving. This scholarship was presented in memory of Michael Allen Perschetti, a member of the class of 1992. The recipient is Zachary Williams. Number 6, and not that you're counting, remember, there's 21. Maybe I'll do that every page. So, the Brian Dillon Nissenfeld Memorial Scholarship is presented to the student with the 18th highest GPA. This $500 scholarship is given in memory of Brian Nissenfeld, who was ranked 18th in the class of 1996. The recipient is Audrey Johnson. Number 7, the Audubon Community Golf Outing Scholarships are presented to those graduates whose family member has been involved in law enforcement in the Audubon or Mount Ephraim Police Departments. There are 3 recipients. The recipients are Harrison Whitman, Kyla Hoynes, Kelly Jenkinson, Number 8, the Charles G. Resnick Character Scholarship. 2 $1,000 scholarships are being presented to the members of the senior class who exhibit outstanding character, have given service to the school, and plan to attend a post-secondary school of at least 2 years. The recipients are Sarah Parr and Ava Gasparo. All right. Number 9 is the Pink Tie Foundation Scholarship. 2 $500 scholarships are being excuse me. Drink a little more. Let's try that again. The Pink Tie Foundation Scholarship. 2 $500 scholarships are being awarded to deserving students who plan to further their education and display the qualities of caring, giving, friendship, and compassion towards others. These scholarships are given in memory of Kate Grady Pergola, a member of the Audubon High School class of 1981 who displayed these qualities. The recipients are Kelly Jenkinson and Sarah Parr. Number 10. The Diane Gaida Memorial Scholarship is given. Diane Gaida was a beloved teacher at Audubon High School for 37 years. Throughout her career, Diane enjoyed everything about the kids, especially coaching. The Diane Gaida Memorial Scholarship was established to award a student who reflects Diane's positive outlook on life and competitive spirit. The recipient is Olivia Malinowski. Number 11, the Audubon United Methodist Church Scholarship is presented to a graduating senior who has demonstrated a commitment to their church and plans to continue their education. This scholarship is given by the Audubon United Methodist Church in memory of Leon E. Walker, Jeffrey Bowen, and Stephen Betts. The recipient is Lauren Fitzgerald. Number 12, the Lori Hollinger Memorial Scholarship. This $2,000 scholarship was created in 1998 in memory of Lori Hollinger, who was a junior at Audubon High School at the time of her untimely death. The recipient of this scholarship was selected on the basis of leadership, dedication, friendship, and determination. The recipient is Kelly Jenkinson. I flipped the page. Number 13, the Audubon's Father Association Scholarships. The Walt Case Beer Awards are presented to 4 students in the graduating class who have demonstrated strong character and leadership abilities and have made a positive contribution to the school and community. The recipients are Corinne Frokiak, Greta Davis, Megan Colley, and Nate Lohi. Okay. Number 14, the Audubon Little League Awards. Marianne Jacobowski Memorial Scholarships. 4 scholarships are being awarded to graduates of Audubon Little League who are furthering their education. The recipients are Timothy Knoll, Casey Wallace, Gavin Nichols, and Zachary Williams. Number 15, the Jackie Hirschline Memorial Scholarship. A $4,000 scholarship is being awarded in memory of Jackie Hirschline, whose untimely death impacted us all. This award commemorates and honors her qualities of acceptance and understanding and her ability to serve as a peacemaker. The recipient is Ashley Dufresne. Number 16, the Carrie J. Award. The Carrie J. Award is being given in memory of Carrie Jenkinson, who was a member of the 2018 graduating class of Audubon High School. This award recognizes the student who is 11th in the graduating class. 11 was Carrie's favorite number and the one she was proud to wear when representing Audubon. This year's winner will receive $5,000 to continue their education and career pursuits. It is our hope that the recipient and the entire graduating class will honor Carrie's memory by living her motto: "You never know how strong you are until being strong is all you have." The recipient is Ava Gaspari. 17. The Joseph Wegline Memorial Scholarship. An $8,000 scholarship is being awarded in memory of Staff Sergeant Joseph M. Wegline, class of 1994, who died in defense of our country while serving in the U.S. Army in Iraq. The recipient exemplifies the virtue of service to school and community, is involved in sports, and contributes to the value of team play. Volunteers for charitable work and can be counted on to go the extra mile to selflessly help anyone in need. The recipient is Zachary Williams. Okay, I flipped the page. Number 18, the Donald E. Macaulay Memorial Scholarship. A $10,000 scholarship is being awarded to a student who plans to attend a 4-year school and exemplifies hard work and strong willingness to help others. This award is given by Mr. and Mrs. Harry Cogley Jr. in memory of Mrs. Cogley's father, Donald E. Macaulay, a longtime resident and former commissioner of Audubon. The recipient is Megan Conley. Number 19, the Audubon High School Alumni Association Scholarships are presented in recognition of the outstanding education we, as alumni, have received at Audubon High School. The Audubon High School Alumni Association is proud to announce the awarding of 14 scholarships totaling $15,000 to the following students. I'm going off script. It says please hold your applause until all 14 students' names have been called. But I can tell this is a rowdy crowd and you're going to clap anyway, so clap away. The recipients are Greta Davis, Sarah Parr, Maeve Lohi, Corinne Krokuyak, Rebecca Barnhart, Madeline Spink. We can get louder than that. Alyssa Bryan, Emily McGrath, Megan Conley, Joseph Monteferrante, Olivia Malinowski. You're losing the enthusiasm. Come on, let's up it. Eva Gasperi, that's what we want to hear. Kenneth Wallace. Angelina Zappelli. Kyla Hoekes. And last but not least, a big round, Charlene Pizzillo. The Alumni Association also has 3 additional scholarships totaling $30,000. They're given to high-scoring graduates ending in the field of business of I'll read that one again. 3 additional alumni scholarships totaling $30,000 are given to high-scoring graduates entering the field of business of education. The first is Madeline Spink. Greta Davis. And Maeve Lohi. Two more. Number 20, the David Downs Higbee Memorial Scholarship. David Downs Higbee was a Mount Ephraim teacher for 26 years. Teaching children gave him his greatest happiness in life. In anticipation of his death, Mr. Higbee created a trust to be used to educate a college-bound Audubon High School senior from the Mount Ephraim schools. The worthy student who has demonstrated a conscientious effort in his or her studies shall receive from the trust a sum of money up to $5,000 annually to help defray the cost of a college education for 4 consecutive years. The recipient is Richard Musselman. And our last award that I'll be announcing tonight is the Joseph L. DeMarco III Memorial Golf Scholarship. In November 1978, the DeMarcos and the Audubon community suffered a tragic loss when their son, Joe, died in a car accident. A scholarship fund was established, and the first scholarship of $4,000 was presented to a 1980 graduate of Audubon High School. With this scholarship, the family and its committee members will have awarded over $555,000 to 44 Audubon High School graduates. This year's recipient of the $25,000 Joseph L. DeMarco III Memorial Golf Scholarship Fund is Maeve Lohi.